Bangin Beers podcast. We are live here once again. Gonna be an exciting episode. I gotta turn this a little bit. Way too much of my body, not enough of Andy.
Podcast. We are live.
There you go.
Here
Is that me or you?
Gonna be exciting
Oh
episode.
shit!
Yeah, I
that's
was
me.
just like, a little bit of
I
echo.
didn't realize
Headphones.
I
Are,
meant to just fucking share it.
that's all right. If you are watching, do what Andy's doing right now and share the podcast out. Tell your friends you're watching.
I was like, "Why are you playing?"
I know some people are gonna be watching football on Sundays, and we totally understand. Go watch your sports and come check us out on the replay. If you are checking out the replay and you are listening on Apple or any streaming platform, give us a follow, share it out, leave a review if you can. Those reviews help out tremendously. Tornado Tag Podcast just hit top 250 again, which is like the fourth time that's happened for us, which is super exciting.
Nice.
So if we can get that love across from Apple to the other platforms, that'd be great. You can follow us on all social media, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, the whole nine, all that fun stuff. I want to thank our sponsor, Abaddon Tattoo Studio, a unique professional experience nestled in the small town of Pine Grove, Pennsylvania, and Pottsville, Pennsylvania. They provide high quality tattoos and piercings in a relaxed, professional, and sterile environment. You can check out the links below and find their links and go check out all their tattoos. We also added a additional to our merch pages. So TeePublic, you can get hoodies, t-shirts, wall tapestries, all that fun stuff. The TeePublic just uploaded every single logo, and you can buy those in pint glasses, water bottles, and a few other things are on that website. You can go check it out. I know there's like jogging pants and leggings and bike shorts, which is popular. Little on the expensive side, but I can't set those prices. Like they just pretty much I made them as low as I possibly can. So that crack of the can means that Andy has poured our first beer.
Yeah, we got five hazy boys here to go through, I think, today.
Yeah. So this entire episode will be Adroit Theory, and we are going to be joined by someone who's been on the very first Bangin Beers podcast. Dan is not back. Uncle Dan is
What
back.
up, Dan? Uncle Dan.
But before we do that, I was supposed to say our Patreon members, we have a $1 and $5 tier. There's no bonus content. It's just general support at this point in time until we get more people on
if
there.
we get more subscribers,
if we get subscribers and you guys
content.
say, hey, we want bonus content, we'll get it for you. But for now, the people on there, we want to thank them as Tommy B, Tree of Life Metaphysical Shop, Higher Than Other Words Podcast, Jay, and Austin Blackwell. Last bit of housekeeping news, I promise, and then we'll get into these beers, is the IWEP network. The network has grown so much in such a short time, 3 years going. You remember when I first started this craziness?
Yeah.
Well, we spanned out our own shows, which is Bangin Beers, Interviews with Everyday People, Not Cool in High School, and Truth Behind Illusion. But we've added great shows like Welcome Back, Higher Than Other Words, Stoned and Nerdy, and also We Like Wrestling podcast. So go check out the IWEP network and support those shows. They each have their own little merch pages and all their social medias. Go show some love
there for everyone.
Yeah, we have there's a lot of fun content, and you can check out all of it. Let's read our first beer.
All right, so the first one we got is the Misanthropic Apathy from Adroit Theory. Billy's got the
I got the
description pulled up here.
So it says Misanthropic Apathy balances forward notes of clementines, ripe mangoes, and grapefruit against a cannabis-esque dank finish, all carried on a pillowy body with mild finishing bitterness.
Yeah,
It's got 1,000 check-ins, averages 4.03, and I don't have any friends that checked it in.
so Adroit Theory is out of Prusseville, Virginia. They're a microbrewery.
It was out of Vint Hill, Virginia.
What's
On
that?
their can. Vint Hill.
Oh, I was reading.
I think
what's
they
on
have
tap.
two different
Maybe they
locations.
changed. Yeah. They do have all social media. You can check them out. We've had a few of their beers on the show before, and we've enjoyed every one of them. These all came from the Cake Stand in Monty City. This was a little while ago, so this is not brand new. So if you are going to go look for them, they may not be there anymore. We did sit on these a little bit because we were getting caught up in previous stuff. But they're not super old. Like they're not
No,
bad.
They're high ABV, so those tend to last longer.
The one we
Yeah.
have now is canned on 426.
Yeah, I mean, it's still
420.
420.
it's still
Six.
good though. Like
Yeah.
I honestly am wonder what it would taste like fresh because I feel like it's nice and mellowed out.
I see the can real quick.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, hold on. So one of
yeah.
my favorite things that Adroit Theory does is they do pairings of food, cheese, a cigar, and music.
Nice.
I probably won't be able to pronounce half the cheeses that they're on here, but so it's the food pairings is Chinatown char char siu barbecue ribs. The cheese is tome brulee. Cigar is La Flor Dominicana, double lagero. And the music is Burst Into Flames by Haunt. So,
How do you feel about Haunt?
I honestly don't know Haunt. I think they're a hardcore band.
Oh, I thought
gonna
they
go
were those
find
guys from Pottsville that wear masks and stuff. Aren't they the Haunt guys?
What? There's a guys from Pottsville that wear masks?
I think they're from our local area. They come out. The guy wears like a Phantom of the Opera mask.
I have no idea who that is.
You know,
Sure you didn't have like a fever dream or something?
No, listen. If someone's listening and they know what band I'm talking
Haunt is
about.
some sort of metal. I'm assuming it's. I want to say they're a hardcore band. But we're gonna find out. Burst Into Flames, they're number one. Gonna get us demonetized. We're not monetized anyway. All right, they're metal.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check that out later. I'm gonna go follow. Actually, I've been looking for some new music, so I'm gonna go follow all the bands that are on here.
Awesome. And this one is the Ghost 996 batch.
Yeah, they have their we had some of theirs on the show before, so like they have like a Ghost series, which are like different hop versions of different IPAs and stuff. So, but this one double dry hop the Citra Galaxy, Zappa, Azaka, and El Dorado. Holy shit!
And they also tell you the can number on the can.
This is can 2004 out of 7,200.
Yeah. Do you said how many people check this in?
1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 averages of 403. I had two friends check it in, an average of 418. The both people that I see to checked it in did not leave a review. Yeah. All right, not a problem. They just gave it a score. I just lost my thing. So, all right, cool. We don't really review anymore, Dan. It's more of just conversations. We just have some fun. We just tell people what beer we're drinking as we dive into our first little not so much topic, but just conversation piece. Since we've last sat down at this table, since we do bi-weekly, because we record an episode and then we record a second episode. So the weeks we're not live are coming up very soon will be shows that we've recorded previously, usually the day after we were already recorded. And they're the ones we're already 10% beers deep. So the non-live week is exciting to watch because it's
like, what the fuck did I say?
Yeah, because that's the one where just shit goes downhill. So the one we'll be recording after this, which if you're a super fan and you're really diving in and remembering the fun things, will be a Trogs episode. So probably not the smartest idea to drink a bunch of 10%, then talk about the brewery we would love to interview.
I'm gonna say we'll probably be very generous with it because
I promise
I've never had a bad beer from Trogs.
Yeah, exactly. And I promise I won't tell my Trogue story again because I know we got hate comment the one time. We get one comment on the Bangin' Beers on YouTube, and it's a guy like,
"Will you tell that fucking Trogue story?"
Will you tell the fucking? I'm like, first
I'm
off,
thinking maybe we should.
Yeah.
That should be our thing every single time that we do a Trogs
Just
episode.
tell that Trogue
story.
Just to piss that one guy off.
well, here's the thing. I'm very happy that this guy has listened so many times that he's heard that story. So I don't want to completely shit on him because he's been around. Maybe he hate watches us. You know how when people they don't really like what they see, but they watch it all the time.
So fucking stupid.
God, I hate this guy. Look, make sure you log in and watch him.
Yeah.
Log in, and make sure to hit that thumbs down.
Yeah.
Because we have someone that goes and gives us 2 thumbs downs two people obviously, 2 that go and give us thumbs downs on every sinle video we
Or it
post.
could be one person with multiple accounts.
Yeah.
Which is what makes it even
Yeah.
makes it even better because he has to switch his account
Yeah.
over to do it. I love
They're
it.
that petty.
No,
I
I love
people like that.
I love
Yeah.
those. I want to meet you and hug you. I think you're the greatest person of all time because you take that much time out. He probably takes more time, or they or she takes more time out of their day to do that than the people who probably listen.
Yeah.
And then when they listen and just move on with their day.
Yeah.
So this he's going above and beyond. So don't let that one person who does a thumb down
Bring you down.
put more work into something that you're listening to than that. So thumbs down it as well. Join the whole party. We want the most thumbs down video on the internet.
And it'll be this one. Just
Yeah.
keep clicking. Keep clicking.
This is nice. This is like for how the can's like almost 6 months old, but it's still like the hops are there. I think the lactose mellowed out, and since it's a higher ABV, it's got a little bit of a booziness to it, but
Yeah.
it's very good for. Like I said, I think the higher the ABV, the longer it usually will maintain most of its stuff. I believe. I could be wrong, but pretty sure that's how it
Bob
works.
is on vacation. He just texted the group chat. I just put the pictures. Bob is making a prediction this episode. He says the winner will be Adroit Theory. Yeah. Bob's on vacation. He's doing a little
Joke's
bit of
on you, Bob. We were gonna hide a can.
Yeah. He's on like a little weekend with Rosa. I guess they're going all over the place.
Yeah, they're up to the New England. So
Yeah.
Nice.
maybe some treehouse and stuff up there. It's fun. I've been doing a lot of collaborations with different wrestling podcasts, and almost every time I go on a podcast, they're like, "What are you drinking?" And like, I had Broken Heels last one. They're like, "Oh, you're a craft beer. We're from this area, and we have this, bliss, this, and this." And I was like, "Well, if you ever want to ship some beer
Yeah,
or
we
meet
could
me
trade
if you want to meet me at the border
Yeah.
of the state, because it's can't ship. That's not against the rules. If you want to, we'll drive and meet each other. High five. You throw it at my window. I
Yay,
throw.
government overreach.
Yeah. But
You
it'd be fun.
can't send that beer across state lines. You gotta tax it.
Meanwhile, I bought weed off a guy in the that like just selling it off a fucking vending stand in a wrestling show yesterday. That was so awesome. That guy's my hero, by the way. But I have a medical card, so I don't know how that works. Yeah. So what he were telling me, it was probably that legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go,
There's a loophole.
Yeah, there's a loophole. It's that THC 8.
Okay. I don't know anything about it, but supposedly there's a loophole, and I probably bought that instead. And
Joke's on you. It's all angel dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have a weird day.
I didn't keep it. I took like 2 hits and then gave it to somebody else. So good luck, bud.
Yeah.
What was the stuff that people was this sativa or salvia? Salvia, not sativa.
Yeah, the fake pot.
And people were ruining their lives.
Yeah. Jumping out windows.
There's bees in my skin.
But
Yeah.
what have you guys been doing since the last
Ooh, it's a Donnie
episode?
Darko looking one.
Yeah.
It's got Frankenstein, maybe? It's like Frank from Donnie Darko, the art, but he's stitched together like Frankenstein. So
Oh, I love it.
I'm assuming constructive destruction from Adroit theory. So this will be our next one. We'll be pouring this shortly in a few moments here.
So what have you guys been doing since the last episode?
What have I been doing?
I mean, you had the probably worst week ever. We won't go through it all. We don't want to anger you anymore.
Bullshit.
But just-
But it's just one thing after another. But my wife and I, we went down to Gettysburg to a wine and music festival last week. Had some nice wines and stopped in town for dinner. But Foursquare was closed though. I was bummed. But they were closed for an awesome reason. So they shut down from Wednesday to Sunday last week as like an employee vacation thing.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know if they're paying them, but like they basically gave their staff a break, which if they're paying them even cooler. But
yeah,
I don't know the details, but I'm like, yeah, shit, I guess I should have checked their Facebook before. Again, I'm like, we walked over, I'm like, I think they're closed. But we had some,
Appalachian's always there too, right?
yes, we didn't go there though this time because we always go there. So.
Yeah.
We did stop in the Tattered Flag tap room though.
Oh, that's right.
I had 2 beers there. And, then we ate at Gary O in the Irish pub in town. That's really good.
Oh, cool.
But now we did that. I feel like we did something Saturday too. I can't remember.
Well, speaking of Tattered Flag, they were doing some pretty decent sales at Pilgrim because Pilgrim now has the Tattered Flag spirits and I believe the hard seltzers and the Moscow Mules.
The canned cocktails.
Yeah,
they're
canned cocktails. They have 2 peach flavored ones, which I was really tempted to try, but me and Shots don't get along anymore. So, but yeah, people will really seem to enjoy it.
Tattered Flag's killing it too because they just opened up a new location at the Hollywood Casino in Granville.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome.
Like the whole this, it used to be called the Skybox. It was like the sports bar they had on the 2nd floor is now Tattered Flag.
That's awesome.
So
that's really, really cool. But at Pilgrim, they put 2 new beers out that we got to try. This is like becoming the Pilgrim podcast.
Well, they put another one that on Friday.
Oh, really?
Blood orange blueberry sour.
Fucking wow. Did not try that one yet, but they just put out their new Halloween 1990 or 1977. Yeah, which is a Trailer Park Boys reference.
Yes, because I had Halloween in my head, like the movie, and I'm like, wait, no, that's 78.
Yeah. Jared in the chat from the We Love Wrestling podcast. What's going on, bud? Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you're recovering from yesterday. But yeah, so and then they had the mind tripping appleberry, which was really good.
That was really good.
And I'm not a pumpkin guy, but it was a good pumpkin beer. The pumpkin was strong, the cinnamon was nice, but then that galaxy hop kick in, like the hoppiness.
Halloween 1977, or that we're talking about. Yeah, that actually, I don't love pumpkin beers. Like as anyone who's watched any of our pumpkin episodes, they gotta have like a certain criteria for me to like them. Like they can't be too spiced, or they can't be too sweet. Like I just had a Jacko pumpkin or whatever the hell it's called from Sam Adams, and it's fucking disgusting. Like,
oh, really?
Is it Jack-o'-lantern?
I think it's Jacko pumpkin.
It's Jacko something. I don't know. I can look it up, but it's not good. Like it's sweet. It's almost like a cider. But like if you like sweet stuff, I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, not a fan.
All I know is we sell a lot of it.
Yeah, it's fucking gross though, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, pumpkins are just tough. But also let's stick with Pilgrim, give them some more love here real quick. Also, and
the 1977 though, the Halloween 90, it's fantastic. Like it's like it's slightly sweet, got a bit of creaminess from the lactose and stuff, and the pumpkin spices, and it's nicely balanced. So like I actually really dug it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Yeah.
And I don't usually love milkshake IPAs. I actually put a post up on Instagram from there yesterday. But yeah, I don't love milkshake IPAs and I don't love pumpkin beers. And this one, they did a really good job.
Yeah, and one of the owners of Pilgrim, Tony Deppen, on Saturday just wrestled Ron Funches and took a Canadian destroyer.
Yeah, that was fucking funny.
Yeah, and then the match had interference by Danhausen. So we're gonna see Deppen versus Danhausen. That's
Nice.
pretty exciting. If
That's
you're
the
a
black metal guy, right?
that's the guy who
Yeah.
he's like the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really funny. But have you tried the pumpkin beer?
Yep.
What did you think?
I tried it when I stopped in Friday after work, and I got a crowler of it.
Yeah, we had a
Big
crowler and then me and Brian drank it during the wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's pull it up here.
Yeah, so we cracked out. Well, not to plow through these or anything, but it's just kind of happening.
Yeah.
It's just kind of happening. But we'll make it all work. So this is Constructive Destruction from Adroit Theory. This is Ghost Protocol 972. That's Ghost. I'm sorry. Ghost Protocol is a fucking Scars Imagery song. So a hazy imperial IPA. This is a 10% crispy boy. Holy shit.
We're here, baby.
Double dry hop Citra, Matueka, Kohatsu.
You said 972, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Taheke and Trident. Food pairing is Korean Tiak with spicy pork and Gailan.
Ooh.
Cheese is Avella Vea dry Monterey Jack. Cigar is Illusione Fume de Amor. And music is Ecdysis by Horrendous. So I don't know who Horrendous is. So I'm going to go follow him.
Gotta follow him. Constructive Devices also offers a creamy texture, mild bitterness, a full-bodied blending hops. New Zealand and Pacific Northwest combines fruit-forward notes of tropical lime, pineapple with grapefruit. Grapefruit with aromas and freshly crushed pine needles. A slight spice, contains lactose. So this one has 1.9K check-in, so just about a 2,000. Average a 4.17. Two of my friends checked it in and it averaged a 3.88. Like you said, a 10% triple IPA. Dan, you said you were already gushing over it. Like I get hopefully
that was
gushing.
really good. Yeah.
I see piney in there and I'm like, that's usually not your thing.
Yeah.
It's got like a slight tartness to
Yeah,
it too.
that's what usually throws me off is the sour. Like I'm not a
But it's not a sour IPA. It's weird.
no, it's
like
not. It has that little bit of a zing on your tongue, like a sour does.
And for being 10%,
yeah, it does.
it doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is a dangerous one.
that absolutely. Yeah. And when I first smelled it, smelled like a cookie.
So for me, the lime and grapefruit, I think you get a lot of that lime.
It's very citrusy.
Yeah, but it also still has a very cloudy, like that pillowy mouthfeel as well. This is tasty.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
When was this? This one's fairly older too. This one's canned on 3/16. So this
Hell
is
yeah.
this is almost 6 months old.
We can't even get away from wrestling references at this point. Now you
Stone Cold be proud.
you've been hanging out in California
Yeah.
for a while.
California.
Yeah.
What has the beer scene for you been like out there? What have you experienced? Or
I said now you're gonna put me on the spot because I can't remember the name of the bar. But it's out there. It's like their Hooters or Tilted Kilt, but I can't remember the name of the place.
so it's just like,
It's a titty bar without the naked
Without-
titty.
Yeah.
yeah, scandalous little
what's the theme? Like, what do they wear?
schoolgirl type outfit.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
Mhm.
get me out.
yeah, that sounds like a cancel culture restaurant waiting to happen.
Yeah,
In California of all places.
I know.
Imagine that.
Yeah,
But no, man, it's just so expensive to eat out there.
yeah.
Especially
There's to do anything.
Like, yeah, like
And whatever you're in the San
except to
Francisco
drink,
area.
like drinking. Believe it or not, like I said, Crown Royal, $20 in Walmart. $20. It's $38 here. It's insane.
Yeah, but in a bar, it's triple.
Triple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bar price. I remember one of my favorite bar experiences ever was I had a buddy that was doing an internship in Washington, DC, for school, and he was staying in Arlington. So me and a buddy went down to visit him for one weekend. And the night we got there, we went out to an Irish pub down the street. And this so we're having a good time, and I go to the bartender. I'm like, yo, can I do? I'm like, we need some shots, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, let's do some Tullamore Dew, because I'm like, $25 shots at the fucking Club 18. It was like $20 a bottle at the time. He's like $14 each. I'm like, what? I was like, wait, hold on. I'm like 14. I thought 8 was bad in New York City.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, 4. I'm like, never mind. Like the whole bottle's like $20.
You just
I'm
bought
like,
6
Jesus
bottles.
Christ.
Yeah.
Luckily, he told me before he poured them. I'm like, no, fuck that.
I would have threw them away.
I'm like, no, fuck that.
That's
And I would have drank them all myself. I was like, just give me the fucking bottle.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Like, that's like bar markup and a half.
Yeah. I mean, and listen, it's not just beer and alcohol that happens to. Like, you can go buy a dollar bottle of water, but if you buy it at an airport, it's like $18 for that same bottle of water. It's just fucking insane. It's criminal.
It's like going to like a sports game or like a concert, and it's like a $12 Miller Lite.
Yeah.
So I love like the Philadelphia Phillies. Oh, just dropped my ring. Like Phillies games, it's like
That's what it told,
I think,
you not to play with it.
like I think that like you can get a Miller Lite like 16-ounce can for the same price you can get like a Trogs Perpetual. So it's like, well,
That's kind of what like when they do the concert at Hershey, like they're not crazy marked up, like and
Not essentially.
yeah.
I mean, I think it was like for 16-ounce can of something from Evergreen. I think it was like $10.
That's not bad though at a concert.
No,
that's
not for an
but
Evergreen.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of craft breweries in like Citizens Bank too. They're like 10, $12 for a
$12.
can of good beer, and where you pay like $17 for like a 24-ounce Miller Lite.
Yeah, which is like sometimes
Fuck
why I
that.
like that craft beers are in more places
Yeah.
than stadiums, because usually you would think you go to a stadium and the craft beer is going to be more money, but it's actually like it used to be. It used to be more money because it cost them more to bring it and buy it in, and now it's almost like the more reasonable price to get the better quality handmade beer when you go out to places. Like I went to a casino a couple months ago, and it was just like, oh, that the Miller Lite is like say $9 a pint, and the other one was like the craft beer was like $8, and I was like,
yeah, I'm like, well, I'm gonna do that.
yeah, and they don't like
that helps them get out there too. They're like, hey, you should try, you know what I mean, this beer.
absolutely, which is cool, and I like how that change is actually happening.
I love, I keep seeing like Barstool and other places sharing, like, I don't know, this is the guy, the real hero of the game. And it's some dude at like a football game, and he's like 30 fucking Miller Lite. Like, I'm like, that's like $1,000 worth of shitty beer. I'm like, why would you do that?
The whole bottom of his seat is
Yeah,
filled.
it's
It's
just filled with the
empty.
fucking twist off can bottles. It's like, oh my God, I could not imagine spending that much money
on Miller
on
Lite.
Miller Lite.
I mean, but at what point do you think people just were walking by him and adding theirs to underneath them if he's passed out
I
the
think
chair?
that dude was probably as pathetic enough to do that.
Yeah.
He was a big boy too.
Yeah, it's
But-
like,
He had an official patchwork jersey on. The money's not a problem for this
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, and if it is, it's not going to a Bills probably.
Huh.
but yeah, this is interesting for an IPA, and it says it's a triple on the description.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says hazy imperial.
Oh no,
Cam.
then I think we're cruising into the triples now.
But yeah,
Yeah.
this is it's got like the grapefruit and lime definitely to it, and like that citrusiness, but there is a tartness to it too, which is interesting. But for being 6 months old, it's still a great beer.
Yeah.
Does not drink 10%. Holy
No.
shit.
I think even sitting, because I had these when they were fresh, and they still had like, I don't want to say the hop burn, but they were like the boozier burning,
Yeah.
like that hot burny. But like now having them, they drink super nice and smooth. This is a brewer I'd love to go visit.
Oh
Down in
yeah,
Virginia.
definitely.
I looked them up, and the aesthetic of the brewery itself doesn't match the can art.
Oh no, it's like
No, no,
Yeah.
it's,
It's
like,
like-
beautiful, like woodwork and
Yeah,
stuff. It's
yeah,
like
I've seen
very
it.
bright and nicely lit.
it's like Springhouse. It's like these are the abomination and the death baby, and like and then
Yeah.
you go in, it's like luxurious. You're like,
Yeah.
throw some dirt in the floor or something. Like, I
It's
don't
like, where's the blood flowing up the walls?
Yeah.
Ken's Playhouse.
Yeah.
Like, we can't have like a blood fountain or
know.
something.
Like Thrive. What is it? Thrive? The one, that sticker I gave you in the shirt.
Oh yeah. Oh, True Brewing.
True. Is it?
It's True Brewing.
Oh,
The V is the cult
gotcha.
deal. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's True Brewing, and I walked in. It was like a fucking of a Starbucks with black painted walls. Like everyone's working on their business on computers. Everyone's like look like they just like with like I don't know. It just didn't look like the crowd in the bar at that
Yeah.
time did not look like a death metal crowd. They had the music playing very softly.
Yeah.
I was like,
But it was Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
yeah. It was like.
You know, it'd be pretty funny to have like that metal theme bar and like during the day, like when it's like business people and shit there, but playing like soft like acoustic versions of like Cannibal Corpse songs.
And then you just
Right.
And like it's not the point where someone like starts listening to the lyrics and they're like, fucked with a knife. What?
What? Yeah.
I think I was with Dave and we were on our way to the Fozzy concert and he had like, was it him playing it? No, my buddy Johnny Moran, the wrestler. He was playing songs on the way to our New York trip. And he says he listens to them to go to sleep because it helps him sleep. But they're like lullaby songs, but it's death metal.
Wow.
But it's so it's like wind chimes and like breeze noises, but it's like doo 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 doo. But it's like you could actually hear the melody. You would know who
As
they
you
are.
feel the hammer smashing through your face.
Yeah, there's no lyrics. It's just like
just
like background like dinner music at like a wedding, but it's dubbed or remixed of
Nice.
old like death metal songs.
That's
It's pretty funny.
So tell us about the Fozzy show.
It was fun. Obviously, I was more excited to see Chris Jericho on stage than I was to see Fozzy.
Honestly, I don't like Fozzy. Like
They're not awful,
they
right?
I'm sure they put on a great show.
Yeah.
And to see Jericho be cool, but like I never loved their music, but I would totally go see them.
Yeah, like music wise, it was
They're ones that I
fun.
would like to see the show of. Like I don't like Rob Zombie, but I'd go see Rob Zombie.
Yes.
Yeah, he
So-
puts on a good show.
So for the most part, most of the bands on that show, and I hate to give it the dad rocks. I don't think it's dad rock because I feel like if I'm saying, I guess technically at my age, I would be dad age, right? Like I'm 30. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dad rock. It's our version
Dude,
of dad rock.
age is like fucking like 15 to
12.
like 48 now.
12 if you live in Shenandoah.
Yeah. So I guess technically it would be our generations or the younger generations, what they would call dad rock. It's if Disturbed and Breaking Benjamin put a band together.
Yeah.
We're like, we're gonna act like we're hard, but it's still like radio rock.
Yeah. Butt
So
rock.
what is my generation of metal now?
Classic.
Crip.
Your classic rock.
Is it classic?
Yeah. Like if you turn on like right now, classic rock is like AC/DC, Aerosmith.
Dude, no, fucking classic rock's apparently there's a meme floating around about Weezer being classic rock.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right?
Like you've taken over classic rock, and then like the older rock is still, I guess it's still like it just everyone gets clumped into like classic rock is a retirement home.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, like what does that say? It's like 2000 was 20 years ago, but 1990 was still also 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's
It
30
doesn't
years
feel-
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was a lot of bands like that where it just sounded like I said Disturbed and Breaking Ben had a
Butt
baby.
rock.
And I was just like, it's not my style of music, but there was a band there named Royal Bliss. And as soon as they hit the stage, they hit this really funky guitar lick and this riff they played. I was like, this is very Crow Body,
Mhm.
right? So they had that funky style thing.
Nice.
And they sold a t-shirt that said, fuck it, I got drunk. So like their whole theme is like drinking and having a good time. And
Nice.
they're from Salt. I want to say Seattle or yeah, I think Seattle. I don't remember. But they were good. They were probably my favorite band of the
Nice.
night. And then when I
Crow Body adjacent, like fucking, I completely like Clutch played at Reverb last week, and
Yeah.
I completely forgot about it until like the day of the show. I was like, God damn it, that would have been
Ah.
so good.
yeah, so when I went up to this band and I was like, yo, you guys reminded me a lot of my buddy's band. And he goes, well, who's your buddy's band? I go, they're from this area. They're called Crowbot. He goes, they're called Crowbot. Like, we don't know who fucking Crowbot is. And I went, what? Like, we fucking love Crowbot. And I was like, yeah, they're from our, like, maybe like an hour from Harrisburg. And they're like, that's fucking sick. And I was like, yeah, they're going to be on Jericho's cruise. And he goes, that's even fucking crazier, right? And then I believe I don't know if they're still signed to the same label, but I believe at the one time they were signed to the same record label as Crowbot.
Nice.
So they're aware of them and they enjoy their music, but they're like cousin bands. Like
Nice.
they're very in the same
It's that like,
ballpark.
style, yeah.
Yeah. And I
I like dirty rock, stonery type.
bought a tee. Well, their merch guy was, so here's the cool thing that like with, I feel like with Crowbot, like you go up to the merch table at a Crowbot show, 90% of the time it's probably gonna be one of our friends running it.
it.
So, and then I think my friends are cool. So if you go and get personal with them, you're probably gonna fall in love with them because they're
Yeah.
that type of people. And that's exactly what that merch table felt like.
Yeah.
Like I went up to this guy at their merch table, and I was just like, I became friends with him immediately. And I was like, dude, I feel, and he's from a different part of the world, like, but
Are
he
you
felt
from
like,
the Skook?
dude, it was like he was from the school. And then when they're like, then they had the same personality and like the same type of
Right.
music as Crowbot, I was like, this could be the band I would fucking go see anytime they came to our area. Like they were cool people. So I bought a shirt and definitely check them out. Royal Bliss. I think they won the band of the night. Well, they hands down won band of the night for me. But yeah, they were really good. So let's get into this beer here.
So the next one we have is Evangelion. What is that? 18. I don't know what the Roman numeral Lilin.
18.
I know 8 that is. But I don't know what the Lilin is.
I don't know.
Is that like L's what 1,000?
I'm not sure. What is it called?
Evangelion. So this is
It's 970 is the ghost number.
Okay.
so yeah, ghost number 970, hazy triple IPA. I don't remember like my Roman numerals past the X. I think L is M 1,000.
M's 1,000.
I said, don't ask me.
Is L 100?
I barely know my number. Yeah. This is no longer in production. This is a small run.
Oh, this one might be Illin. No,
No, not a
Lilin?
small run.
I don't know.
No, like 2014.
So this is from 3-4. So this is a hazy triple IPA, double dry hopped, Citra Brew 1, Ella, and Enigma. Food pairing is lamb. Jesus.
Lamb and Jesus.
Gourmet,
Nice.
Yep.
Lamb of God. Lamb gourmet Zabzi Omani limes and fenugreek leaves.
What death
Cheese.
metal person who's listening to
Yeah.
Yeah.
God Hates Everyone is like, I need gourmet leaves on
Yeah.
my
Cheese
friend.
is
Digga.
Can you
Well-
make that vegan, please?
Boerin Kas Gouda. I don't know, but I'm probably not saying that fucking right. BOE
I know what Gouda is.
RENKAAS. The cigar is Alec Bradley Project 40 Maduro, and music is Evangelion by Behemoth, who I do know is a very sick black and death metal
Yeah.
band from Poland.
Yeah.
So
It's just funny because like these death metal bands are so like the cans are super like dark and evil and beautiful looking and awesome.
Doesn't
And then
he
like
have,
they talk about the food.
triangles on his face. They're white.
he does like different kind of corpse paint like all the time. So
Yeah.
Nurgle is the
And
name of their.
then they just rattle off foods and cheeses I've
Yeah.
never heard of before. It's funny. I like it. I like their theme.
That's like when you go to a restaurant that's like super fancy and you're like, oh, no, no, like trying to pronounce this.
So yeah, this is a 10% ABV, no longer in production, had 2.8K check-ins, averagely 416. This release builds on the hype of all prior iterations, a creamy textured body, minimal finishing bitterness, and a blend of fruit forward and floral hops from the foundation of this devilish triple IPA. Forward notes of pineapple and tangerine greet each sip with the nuanced notes of white wine and a splash on the finish, and spice on the finish, not splash, spice. Yeah. So this is supposed to be a good popular one. It was made just a quick, I guess, a batch, but no longer in production. So that's kind of cool.
So I have had this one when it first came out. I bought it because it was a Behemoth beer. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy it because of that.
I will say this: I immediately know exactly what they're talking about with the wine finish. It has like
Yeah,
a drink.
it does.
Oh, Isaac, you're not who I thought you were.
What up?
What are you doing in our house? I thought I kicked you out. You're gonna put Dan in fucking diabetic shock here, by the way.
I didn't give him
All these candies.
All this candy in his house is
Oh, so apparently they have different iterations of it.
Yeah,
So there's 1, 2. This is
that.
yeah.
All those rumen things.
Oh, what do you
Rumens
got over
This is
Hold on.
18.
sandwich.
Yeah. So they
You gotta
they've
eat
done
all that?
Yeah, you took it at breakfast. Yeah.
Oh, did I never check this in?
Yeah, Dad.
Apparently I didn't.
So this is funny. So Dan and Heidi, since Heidi works night shift and she gets off in the morning, they've been having breakfast dates at Vernalis.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So Dan invites Heidi. Here, you can sit down real quick for the story. You can jump in. Just get in here. It's funny.
She's like, I'm eating a sandwich.
She'll be fine. She'll get over it. So she joins Dan for breakfast, and she gets there, and he's like, "Yeah, order whatever you want." So Heidi orders legit like 3 breakfasts worth,
Two. It was two. It was
2 full
breakfast meals.
breakfasts, 2 full breakfast meals.
I wanted everything.
Right.
Hungry. I just got done working.
This dude orders toast.
No, he had a waffle. He got
I had
one
a waffle.
One rib.
Well, one.
little waffle and like a side of
One
home
wing.
fries, and he only ate like 2 bites of them and half the waffle.
So
Meanwhile, I ate all of my food.
Heidi there looking like a fucking food eating contest. She's just hammering
Oh
shit
my
down, and he's eating 1 waffle. Did you put syrup on it?
No.
So you just eat a plain
honey.
Oh,
A
honey.
little bit of honey. Yeah.
Plain waffle.
I'd be down with that. Honey on a waffle.
Half of the waffle.
Yeah, too much. Got to keep his figure.
Yeah, I gotta keep this.
So
brother
then,
figure. My
Heidi goes.
Look at my tits are getting really big though. I don't know what's going on.
So Heidi goes to pay because obviously she ordered $48 worth of breakfast, and he got a waffle, and then he like stole the bill on her.
Yeah.
So then they go again. This week?
This Friday.
This Friday, and
I beat him there.
she beat him there, and then hid the card with the
I
waitress.
gave her my card. I was like, just pay for it when
Fucking
it's ready.
lottery. I had to stop for them lottery tickets.
I saw him too on my way past. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go beat him in there.
Yeah, so yeah, they go for a breakfast dinner, and fucking Heidi orders $85 worth of fucking eggs. And
Really, it's
What was it?
breakfast.
It was the
The
lumberjack
lumberjack and the housewife.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Analysis.
Okay.
It was seriously like 7 eggs. I don't- that was,
It's like, I
Give
don't
me
know.
all of your breakfast food.
I don't
Give
know.
me all the bacon and eggs you
that was
have.
like
Yeah.
3 eggs with the one.
You
like
are the female
3
Ron
the other one.
Swanson.
Give me all the
Yep.
bacon and eggs you have.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm afraid you didn't understand what I said. I said, give me all
But
of
it's
the
crazy
bacon
when
and
they
eggs.
bring out these 2 plates and they say, "Oh, these are both for you." And
Yeah.
she's like, "Yeah,"
Yeah.
and then she crushes the whole fucking thing, except maybe a teaspoon of fucking eggs, and I'm like,
I brought like 1 egg and a half a piece of toast.
She came
from the
home.
lady.
So Heidi, this is like, I'm not picking on Heidi because I'm not saying Heidi has never done manual label before, but Heidi, this is the first time you're really working a factory setting.
And it's 12 hours and at night. So,
Yeah, so she's working a night shift factory where she is moving a lot more than what you're used to, and then you get off work, and sometimes when you get off work after a shift like that, you
Fucking
can
hungry.
put food down, especially being
Sorry.
night shift. I know me working night shift,
All I do is think about food all night. Everything I want to eat all night.
but yeah,
"So great."
but all right, you can go and eat. Thank you for
We
hanging
go
out.
eat now.
Yeah,
Hey, what'd you get?
Turkey sandwich.
Oh, I'll be out.
that's Heidi. Liz. You could see more of Heidi on Not Cool in High School every other Tuesday.
Save me a piece of lettuce.
Yeah.
Give him a handful of Sour Patch
Have you
Kids.
listened to our recent episode?
Yes, I did actually.
How hilarious was it watching me and Andy fight over Cruella DeVille?
I was like, I'm listening to like you guys had the same argument for like 30 minutes and then came back to it for another 30
We
minutes.
couldn't let
later.
it go. We couldn't let it go.
You didn't like her?
I liked it as a movie. I didn't like the way they made her as a character. Because growing up watching 101 Dalmatians,
She's
Yeah.
a fucking cunt that
She was
kills
just
puppies.
evil. Yeah.
but by the spoiler alert, by the end of this movie, she owns 4 fucking dogs, 3 are Dalmatians, and then those Dalmatians have puppies, and she gives them as gifts to then in the cartoon come back and be like,
Yeah.
I want all those puppies dead.
They're trying to MCU the fucking Cruella verse, the Cruella verse.
Yeah. It's like if you took like a character and you made them super, super evil, and then you're like, well, we really don't like the way how evil they were. Let's dial them back. Like, no, fuck that.
My thing is, I don't fucking care about Cruella. I didn't want to see her origin story.
Yeah.
I'll never watch the movie. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just like I just have no interest.
But it was just really
I-
funny. Me and Andy were like going at each other for it.
It was
Just-
funny.
As I've been trying to listen to our podcasts on a like critique type level to see
Yeah.
what we can do better. Just because I've been trying to listen to other ones as well. Like I never used to.
I have to
really
find
listen
more beer
podcasts.
ones so I can
Yeah,
not so much
that's what I
compare
was
us, but like see where we fall
what
in.
do we do? And like,
A lot
And
of
this
the
is-
ones that I found though are more like the science of
Yeah, I
a
don't
lot
want to
of
be
it.
that either.
no, but there's
No.
one it's good. It's like the one head brewer, the girl from I forget what brewery, but it's I think her and her husband do it. So they talk about like all like the whole process of fermenting and
Yeah.
not just beer,
Yeah.
like everything, like foods that are fermented.
yeah,
Well, that's
Like
kind of
all
why
that
when I
kind of
kimchi,
Kimchi.
Yeah.
dude, kimchi is fucking awesome.
Oh,
kind of when I
Korean
I
sauerkraut.
can't eat it no more. But, oh my god.
Good for you though.
but
Yeah.
when we rebranded this and we brought the team in and we did it, I said I wanted to more or less not do like what Not Cool was doing and Tornado Tag was doing, but like more or less just more conversations on everyday things like
Yeah.
TV, movies, comic books. But we're drinking beer while we do it, but also giving a little bit of a critique to the beer. Like not critique. We're not saying if it's good or like I guess we are saying if it's good or bad, but we're not coming at it as if like, oh, the aroma and they probably double, triple this. Like we don't really know. I mean, we
Well,
know
like,
a little
we-
bit, but we're not experts.
Yeah,
like
we've always said that from the get go too.
Yeah.
Like we are beer fans. We are not cicerones. Like
Yeah.
I mean, when you get to some of those people, like yeah, I'm sure there are people that taste all those crazy notes, and it ultimately boils down to is this good or not
Yeah.
to me. And I think that's what the basis of our show is. Like if you're coming here to see, oh, well, this, I mean, you'll get your soft mouth feel and notes and shit from us every now and then, but you're not going to get like if you ever watched Brewdogs,
yeah.
the fucking show, and like they go like all this crazy shit they're mentioning in what
They're
they
like
taste in
balancing
the
the
beer. And
glass
I'm
in their
like,
hand and
and I'm like,
I taste a caramel.
I'm like-
7.
this is a good beer.
Yeah.
and that's what I want to be. I think like the biggest thing, especially with a podcast and the ones that are successful, it's not so much about the content they're bringing. Like a good interviewer is a good interviewer, and yes, he's interviewing wrestling or he's interviewing this genre, but people fall in love with that person as a host.
Yeah.
So I want to bring more of like, if you listen to Banging Beers, you could become a fan of a Bill or an Andy or a Bob, and you can relate more with that person. And we're getting more of our personalities because Bob's talking about more just like what he did on his beer trips, where I'm talking about professional wrestling and you're talking metal music and you're talking horror movies. Like, and you kind of find out what we're kind of all into and having conversations. And then a guest joins us, does the same thing.
Yeah,
so it's not so much like
what's going on in our lives and type of deal, and just like, what are we into? What are we watching? Like,
and then we theme it around having fun beers.
Yeah. And we talk about the beers. Like I said, if you're coming here to get a fucking breakdown analysis of every single hop character and all that shit, you're not going to get it.
Wrong show.
Like, wrong show. Like, we're just going to bullshit and drink beers. And we're working on new like additions. Like, I'm working on some stuff for the show. Hopefully we'll have some different streaming things going on in the not too distant future.
Yeah.
That I'm working on, as long as whenever Dell sends me my fucking webcam.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get the Discord actually going.
It would be fun too. Like I always told people, like I put in the chat a few times, if you have a computer, a decent computer, just if you get a decent webcam and a microphone, we could even do stuff from like fun things, like from and not have to drive here, and we can
like
just do stuff.
Zoom.
Yeah, like we're looking at some extra content that we do on the Bangin' Beers brand and like what we can do.
Yeah.
Like my goal is to do streaming while I'm fucking learning a song or something and drinking a beer.
Yeah.
Or like fucking watching Seinfeld or something. Like there's gonna be some like I would love to push the Discord once we get, you know, some tools to do it, because right now there's no real point to being in our Discord.
Yeah.
If you're not like, if you're a part of our group, but once we have the Discord, there's a lot of cool stuff we can do, because then we don't get hit for copyright shit in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because if you're like, Discords are private channels. So like if let's say I host a watch party in Discord of, let's say, horror movie X, we can't get pinched by copyright.
As long as you don't put it on like YouTube and stuff.
Yeah. As long
it
as
just
it's not,
stays in
it could be
Discord.
Discord exclusive.
Oh, that's cool.
So
and
stuff that
if
you
you
can
are
do.
someone who's listening who knows the ins and outs of Discord, like how to be a moderator and stuff, like, and this goes for all of our pages. Like, if you want to be a moderator in our community and you want to help it grow, and like so much you can't be a member of the podcast team in the sense of being here.
Yeah.
But if you want to help this brand or any of the podcast brands grow, hit us up. Like, we'll have you become a writer or become someone who makes posts or controls what is, you know, being done. Because it's very hard for me and this team for me personally to do all 5 pages, all 5 social medias. Like, it's tough to grow. Yeah,
like I've been really working on our Instagram. Like, the thing is, like, we have our communities. We have over 1,000 people in the Bangin' Beers communities, and no one posts anything.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But I think once people start seeing the content come in, because some people just like the wallflower, they like to come in and kind of see what's going on, and then like they come to me like, dude, I love the community, I don't really
Did everyone get this?
No,
He didn't.
I didn't. People come in and like they'll come to me like, hey man, I like what you're doing, I just don't know, like they're nervous about commenting, they're nervous about going out there, but they do watch and they do follow along. Yeah.
And we're like that's the biggest thing. Our community, post just fucking whatever, man, as long as it's beer related and not like fucking something stupid.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are in like who join the communities because they are also part of the other communities, and they see the number and then they think, oh, I can come in here and drop my content and be good, and that's fine. But as long as the content is relatable to what the show is.
Yeah.
So like, don't drop your wrestling interview in our beer podcast because we're trying to keep it beer friendly. Like, drop that in Tornado Tag. Like,
but with the Bangin' Beers community, like, we just want to know what people are fucking drinking and what people are into, and also like where we get suggestions for shows. Like I said, we're the
I gave you a suggestion. You guys keep pushing away from it. The 4-4 Loco episode, 4 different 4 Loco cans.
I might have to fucking shoot myself in the head.
I would do it.
I'll do it for the lols. I don't care.
I won't be happy.
Just put it on the schedule.
Yeah.
That honestly, that's where, like, I think one of our biggest traffic shows was our Seltzer shootout.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's something fucking dumb. It's something we don't drink all the time.
Dude, we need to do another brown bag episode.
I also want to do the lager quarts episode.
Yeah,
because
they're going away.
Supposedly,
where we all have to drink a lager quart.
They're going away,
so we all have to drink one while we
just sit and bullshit.
Yeah,
like we'll come with a topic that day. Like,
that'd be cool. We'll all drink a lager quart.
Yeah, we all drink a lager quart
or 2.
Or we have
the funniest thing about
we duct tape our hands.
Fucking
that's to hold the microphone.
Edward lager quart hands.
Yep.
Fucking one of my favorite things ever was the year when I graduated in 2001. Was when lager quarts came out, and Dick Yingling was our distinguished alumni speaker at my graduation, and his speech was basically a giant advertisement for lager quarts.
Love that guy.
Which of course we then drank in the woods after.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun. But after this week, like we're caught up on beers. We have no beers in the fridge that are just sitting there.
Yeah, we're working on like what we want to see from the community is like, what do you want to see us drink?
Yeah.
Like, and
Or
we're-
even talk about.
But yeah, or talk about, drink, whatever. We'll go get it and we'll do it. Like we're putting together just some previews of what's going to be coming soon is like best bang for your buck cheapies. Like we might go revisit the brown bag special and fucking punish ourselves with Mickey's hand grenades. We are looking at some more shootouts and stuff. So like these are the things that like if you have ideas, let us know what's up.
What were you talking about in the chat where it's like a brewery? It's not too far away, but it's we all wanted to go there and like hang out and do something just recently. It was in the chat.
I don't remember.
'Cause I remember reading it and I was like, that would be a cool test.
Or it would be, I mean, not to. It would be fun to go to Wolf or
Oh,
somewhere
Wolf,
that has a side pull.
I want to
Do a
go and get a
Milko.
goddamn milk pour just because everyone's so mad about them
So
right
if we
now.
do like a small milk
And
pour,
what is that?
quick episode?
So right now, like the big fad, right, is the side pull taps, which it's a traditional way to serve like a Czech style Pilsner. So it's
Right.
like an Eastern European traditional style. So apparently to pour that type of beer properly, it takes like 7 minutes to get the proper head on it
Right.
and consistency of it. And it's a different like carbonation than like your
Okay,
normal
yeah.
beer taps. So one of the things they do, which is apparently a Czech tradition, is the milk pour. So they basically, it's a glass of all head and
Head, and then
Like-
they let it fill.
and like an ounce. No, you're not actually.
No, no, it's just
No?
all
So
head.
it's all head and like an ounce or two of the actual beer that you're
Right.
supposed to like take as a shooter while you wait for your beer to pour.
right.
So the head consistency is like a creamy, like probably like Guinness. I
Yeah,
would
like
say.
a
I haven't
Guinness,
had
yeah.
it yet, but just everything I've read and what I look at, just because there's nowhere local that does it right now. But
Yeah.
So
It says like $400 for that special tap head.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that doesn't seem like a lot though.
I
For
wonder if the Humboldt tap had.
no, it's like
No.
It's like relatively
it's
New.
well, yeah, it's relatively new, but
Well, it's-
very old.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but it's just
it's
a
new to
different-
PA.
It's like a traditional, like it's like a tradition. It's not like, oh, this is how you have to have this.
Right.
So it's like, but the beer community currently, like on breweries and PA, is so fucking butthurt about this milk pour, and I feel so bad for the breweries and PA guys that have to deal with moderating their fucking site.
And it's like every single post.
So we
always
we're
post
begging people to
link.
be more active, like have more activity, and then we get that activity, and we're
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, can we go back to like you guys shutting the fuck up?"
Yeah.
But like, the whole thing is either drink it or fucking don't. Like, no one's like putting a
Right.
gun to your head and be like, "You drink that fucking milk pour, or I'm gonna fucking kill you."
and
Pops,
there are
Pops in the chat. What's going on,
What
Pops?
up, Pops? When you coming back?
Yeah, when he's always bike riding and stuff.
and there's a lot of posts that people do say they're like, if you don't like it, don't comment on it.
Yeah,
Just keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no need to call out.
The more you talk shit on it, the more I want to try it.
Yeah. So
like that's literally what it boils down to.
what I'm thinking is one of these Saturdays coming up.
Like Wolf does it, Levante's doing it. More and more places are
I
starting.
think
to do it.
was one of the first human robot.
Yeah, Home Unit Robot was like the original. I think currently at
Yeah.
PA right
What
now.
I'm saying is maybe we figure out the van situation. Like,
Yeah.
we try to do a van or not even a full bus, but we'll see what we can do. And maybe
We're here for your milk pours.
we
All the
we
milk.
put out
All the
so we all go for milk pours, but we got to dress like McPoils.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be a driver if that's what you're looking.
Well,
And
no,
I'm
no.
very upset that Human Robot, who is based out of Philly, has not done the McPoil milk pour yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to figure that out. No, we
Hey,
have a
if you
guy
do
who
that-
does a
If for some reason Human Robot listens, McPoil milk pour.
yeah, you heard it here
Give me
first.
credit.
We have a guy who has like a van, like a
Oh.
van service or a bus, and we eventually want to get to the point where we could fill the bus with people and go from
Yeah, we
brewery
just
to
gotta put it
brewery.
around.
I'm
Like, we
in.
definitely don't want to go to the Philly area right now, but
Yeah,
they're a little too crazy with their restrictions. Even though if you're vaccinated or anything, it's still weird.
That's
I was
how
thinking
California
maybe
got, like you go to a restaurant and you're like, "Can I have your card?" And I'm like, "Want my credit card? No, you're not getting that."
Yeah.
Like,
So, but
so
yeah,
as a vaccinated person, I like it because it's just so much more seating for me.
I'm vaccinated too. I don't care what you're.
Yeah.
Either get it or don't get it. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
That's
You
what
know
I
what I
mean.
Like I'm trying to get promotions, so if like my jobs go to like mandatory and then everyone quits. I'm like, all right,
Hey,
moving up
I
the
got
ladder.
it.
Moving up the ladder.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
See my third nipple?
I'm
I got the shot.
very upset that I didn't get any superpowers.
Me
Yeah.
too. I wanted 2 dicks, but it didn't happen.
That'd be kind of weird, though.
Not really.
Do you think 2 dicks would be cool?
Yeah,
What if you got 2 dicks, but the other one came out of your forehead?
that would really blow. That would be my luck. It would be like, hey,
What if the other dick was like one of your fingers?
Yeah,
Well, I don't know.
like you get a
Like,
shot.
quit dicking around, man.
You get a shot, and they're like, you're guaranteed to get 2 dicks.
But I would
But
definitely
we don't
put it in
know where
people's
it's gonna
faces.
show
But we
up.
don't know where it's going to show up.
Oh, no.
You're like,
Yeah.
Doc, my butt's. You're like, oh, you grew an internal.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Like
right.
that could happen. Like you can grow an internal dick heart. Like it can grow off like a valve. And you have like just fucking.
Yeah.
Hope in that case, you hope you grow a little dick.
All your fingers are now dicks.
Yeah. But if that would happen, I would definitely be up in somebody's face.
I'm very.
Don't you ever.
Don't you ever do
Why
that
would you
again?
want 2 dicks? I feel like that would be a pain in the ass.
Now, if you grow a dick, I feel like you also have to have balls.
Oh, that would be
Not
even worse because now
necessarily.
you have more parts that get hit. and they hurt.
Yeah.
And when
Just sit
it
on
grows a dick, it's fully functional.
Yeah.
Can you control them like separately?
No,
No.
it's
That would be
completely-
interesting.
You're just sitting there like, I'm gonna fight you, bro.
Yeah.
And this never happens.
Yeah.
It's a fear boner.
Or a murder boner.
Or-
Order boner. Yeah.
Or you get a girl and she's like, "Oh, come on, is that all you got?" She's like,
Like, hold on, I got another.
"Yeah."
Save yourselves a 30 seconds. Yeah, like it's a fully function. This is what the quality content you get
This
from
is the
Bangin.
content you get.
You get a fully functional dick. You just have no idea where it comes from.
where it's like, is it like,
Where it's going.
is it like a Wolverine situation where like I can like it'll like
Stab and eat.
It's possible.
It's 4 of them.
Yeah.
Out of your head.
it'd be like, it'd be like
4 flaccid dicks come out.
it'd be
Don't like that. Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. That happened.
This is what happens when all the beers are 10%.
Yeah.
But no,
If you are watching, this is what we do. If you're watching, comment below the best and worst place you would want to grow a dick.
in addition to your existing dick.
This is that.
Or what do ladies grow an extra vag or do they get a dick too?
I
Yeah.
feel like they should get a dick too.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
All right,
because then
so
we'd definitely be out
regardless-
of the market because then we're fucked. Like,
Well, depends
Or
on
what if it's a
at.
roll of the dice?
Like, what
so
if, like,
it's
A
either
lady,
or.
it
It's not
comes on their
exclusive.
back, so
Yeah,
she can't-
let's be honest. Let's be honest. Having a vagina is not a awesome thing.
Heidi,
No,
we
no,
need
my-
a weigh in.
I hear about it often.
Yeah.
So
Being married and being with my wife as long as I have been, I don't
Right.
want a vagina. I don't ever
No,
want
no.
one. Like, ladies, you
Dicks are
fucking
way
win.
easier.
You fucking
You
win.
win.
win,
guys-
right?
hell
Yeah.
yeah, go for it. But in addition to that, like regardless of whatever your gender is, where would you like your dick to sprout when you get this shot that apparently gives you an extra dick?
Yeah.
We'd
Yeah.
like to know.
That is
Tell us in
our.
the comments.
Like,
It's a great comment. I'm gonna add that to my next. I'm gonna add that to my list of questions for interviews everyday people.
Yeah.
That's like one. So my current like favorite podcast outside of the network is called Dead and Lovely.
Dead and lovely.
It is a horror movie review podcast
Ooh.
that is run by my favorite guitar YouTuber Ben Eller.
Okay.
So they did an episode on Midsummer,
Oh,
and
that's a movie.
If
Yep.
you've ever seen Midsummer, so in Midsummer there is this movie's been out for like 2.5 years. So if you never watched it, fuck you, I'm spoiling it. So there's a spot where the one girl there's a love spell that they have to put like their pubes in it.
Pubes and period blood.
Pubes.
Yeah.
But
It's a pagan movie.
Yeah.
It's all about paganism.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, but their question they posed to each other was, would you rather a pube in your food or food in your pubes? And I'm like, I think I'd rather the pube in my food because we're talking one single and it's like,
Yeah.
you're gone, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah.
But like, if you get some weird, like if you have pubes, I mean, 99% of the time they're gone, but
Yeah.
like, get some like fucking like maple syrup or something.
We just learned something about Andy. We just learned Andy as a man groomer.
Dude, I used to be on the swim team. It's just something happens.
I've been doing some in high school.
It's like Jerry Seinfeld, the episode where he's like, I'm trying to level up my chest hair and it shaves it.
Yeah.
Like, it grows back there. And then Sherry Kramer's like, look at me.
I'm so happy that is going to be on Netflix.
Well, it's on Hulu.
Yeah,
Wait.
but now it's
Seinfeld's coming to Netflix.
Yeah,
I guess because they lost The Office and Friends is like, we need something.
Well, it's funny because they put a trailer out for it like it was a new show.
Yeah,
It was pretty
It's
funny.
fucking hilarious.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so Midsummer, yeah.
What are we drinking?
But Dead and Lovely, go check them out.
The Ghosts
They have a great Facebook community as well.
970.
So and like they're the showrunners are very active in it.
Dead and Lovely.
Yep.
I'll follow it and check it out.
So like I said, I've been listening to other I listened to it on my way down to the beach because I'm like I follow Ben Eller. He's one of he's my favorite guitar YouTuber because he's very good at teaching and like his like lessons online like make sense to me compared to others.
Oh, such a simple logo too. I love it.
Yeah, and then but their podcast is great. So yeah, check them out.
So they do a movie review, but
Yeah,
they
it's
also like
all-
have some fun in the middle.
Yeah, so like they talk about they have a cold beer. So while they do it, so they're craft beer fans. So but like
Where are they from?
Tennessee.
Maybe we could do a collaboration one day or have them on as a guest.
That'd be fucking
They like
sick.
beers. Yeah. All right. So
yeah.
what do we have here?
Check them out. Dead and Lovely. So we
Revolt.
got Revolt. So these ones are G.I. Joe themed. So this is the Baroness. This is Baroness, right?
I think so.
I want to say Huntress, but I'm pretty sure it's Baroness. We're gonna have to look that up. It's been a long time since my G.I. Joe. This is, I guess, Cobra related. It's not G.I. Joe. So this is Cobra, the Baroness, Revolt.
971 Ghost.
It's another ghost.
I don't think those ones have on there.
This is a triple IPA with Citra and Mosaic. 10% ABV, Ghost 971. This does not have a music, guitar, or music, cigar, whatever pairing. But this is G.I. Joe related, which is sick. So
Yeah.
And the canned on is
canned
On
on
the side.
3.5.
3.5.
So this is a 10% triple IPA, 1.3K check-ins, averages of
I gotta
410,
confirm who that is.
5 check-ins, 403.
Baroness, yes.
And this is our
Baroness.
G and Joe inspired series. Also the next in our Citra plus Mosaic series, pillowy mouthfeel, minimum bitterness, and bright notes of orange and PITH, whatever, compost. This is dangerously delicious triple IPA. I had this. This is really good.
So yes, this is Baroness Cobra. So all of these beers are about 6 months old based on when we got them in distribution.
I've been sitting on them for a minute too.
You haven't been sitting on them that long because I remember you when you bought them.
Yeah.
But either way, they have held up very well.
I think
Yeah.
they drink smoother.
These are absolutely scary on the ABV because they do not drink like the ABV.
Spoiler alert. I know we don't give our scores away anymore. This is a 4 or 5. For
These
me.
all are fours.
Yeah.
These are all fours. To
Yeah,
me.
I did not protect the 4 at all this episode.
I did. I did a lot of.
I think I gave one.
Yeah.
I think I gave construction a 3.75. But
Yeah.
they are all very
I
fantastic
know I
beers.
like that one the most so much.
They're all fantastic beers, and like I said, for how old they are, because like we don't know when. Because I think a lot of our local distributors get their shit from Shangy's,
Yeah.
and we don't know how long Shangy's let shit sit
Sit.
before it gets to where we're gonna drink it. Because there has been instances where I remember I bought a case of double citrus from Funk's, or not a case, a 4-pack of double citrus from Funk's at the keg stand in Monomoy City. And I don't know how the fuck old that can was, but it was malted to fuck. Like double citrus are one of my favorite beers that Funk puts out, and that was fucking disgusting.
Really?
I don't know how old it was, and when I messaged Brett, he's like, fucking Shangy's.
Yeah.
So, which I mean, it may not be their fault, but like
It
could've-
also might be
it
because
might
they
be their fault.
they might sit on it to hope that they sell it
Yeah.
out of there
I have no
before they
allegiance
send
to
it out.
Shangy's, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
talk shit on them or anything.
Things
But
happen.
when you have that big of stock, like sometimes shit just happens.
And listen, it's hard to keep people
Falls away,
staffed.
yeah.
And it's hard to do things.
Oh yeah,
sometimes.
right now it's fucking really difficult.
Yeah.
But
And I mean, have you ever seen it's still the mom? Like she's
Yeah.
older out there
what's
stocking shelves.
why I'm telling fucking breweries though, fucking put your canned on dates on these so we know. That way,
Well,
like
the good thing about these ones is it's on the bottom, but it's also
Yeah,
on
it's
the
on the
label
side, too.
Like
Yeah.
if you're at the craft house,
Yeah.
and if you can't answer this, you don't have to. But like, say if I brought this can up, right, and I was like, "Hey man, I want to buy this 6-pack of Adroit Theory, but it's like 8 months old."
we'll usually catch it before it gets that far.
But if a customer
Oh,
came
yeah.
up and like, "Hey, the can date's a little old," like, can we work with this? Are you at liberty as someone at the register to work with them a little bit, or
A little, but you usually, like I said, we try to catch it before. Like if we notice something was on the shelf for a while, we'll check the date and then mark it down to just kind of go, because we have that solstice lager from Stella now. That's
Well,
like
at least a lager,
like
though,
$20 a case.
A lager can sit though. Like it's the IPAs that really, like all these crazy hopped IPAs are the ones that really suffer from just sitting around.
Well, yeah, though, yeah, because like stouts and porters and stuff, it's not a big
Yeah, because
deal
you can
either.
age those motherfuckers, and like you can drink it 3 years later, it might be like 10 times better than it was. Like when you guys were doing the was it the 2019 Bourbon County?
Yeah,
That like a year later.
Yep.
When I got last year at a crowler, holy fuck, was that dangerous? Because it sat for a year and it mellowed out even more. And like,
Wow.
it's not good to be able to like really down a fucking 13%.
no,
Like, I'm like, but yeah, dude, it's.
This is 860, right?
But yes, breweries, please add your canned on dates just so we know.
and don't do the
But
weird
also
like
all the weird, just like the
yeah,
code.
yeah, the weird
that we
code
gotta like
that
figure it out.
we had to figure out. Oh,
So we need like the Rosetta Stone.
if it was canned on the 323rd day of the year. And
Yeah.
they're like, okay, well, how far am I away from
Because
the
the
300?
32nd batch, the 338th day of the year, like just put it on there. That way we can hold our distributors accountable then too.
Yeah.
Because like if people are sitting on shit for no reason, then
Oh, I forgot how awesome this one is too.
so this is Storm Shadow.
Yeah, so this is
So
Rebel.
he's the Cobra Snake eyes.
Yeah, so this is Rebel Ghost 973, no longer in production. 1.5K check-ins, averages of 419. 4 friends have checked it in, average a 463. So this is really, really high up there. I'll read off Anthony. I'm gonna fuck your last name, so I'm not even gonna try. Cascade stretch far and wide, digging its claws into a rugged coastlines of both Pacific and Atlantic, uniting the contrasting east and west styles. The end result is delicious hybrid tippa. Dank, earthy lemon, freshly citrus, minty pine, drizzled in berry syrup. And I think you fucking nailed it, my guy. Mike Zeller, he does a beer podcast as well. It says hit another home run out of the park of this one and give it a 4.75. Yeah, this beer is fantastic. I liked both these series. This one is this pillowy triple IPA is every bit 10% ABV while offering only traces of booziness and mild bitterness. Forward notes on an orange and lemon morph into a wild pine of floral notes unfinished for balance complexity.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a serious beer right here.
This is fantastic.
This is one of my favorite beers I had in a long time.
And all of these are fucking dangerous motherfucking 10%.
That does not drink like a 10 at all.
None of these like really put their booziness out on them. Like that is, it's a good and bad thing, I guess.
Dude, that drinks like a crispy Mexican lager almost. Like there's like it has the pine, but I mean, obviously we're the last beer in, so we're missing some things. But that drink's so easy.
No, it's got it's the dude you just quoted like nailed it on the fucking head.
Yeah,
but it's like, and 6 months later, this was canned on St. Patty's Day this year.
So let's get into our beer of the night. I'll go first. I'm going Rebel. The one we just had. Yeah, that's fucking amazing. You're going. Is that your pick?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you already lost that one, so that goes back. Oh, you're second place.
What's that?
Are you going second place?
I'm never second place.
No, we are voted for this one, so now your vote goes back.
Oh,
so now you have to vote for second
again.
place.
My vote don't count.
No.
Oh fuck.
Nope. It's a rigged
We
system.
are not a political podcast, so we will not be going into that.
Well, obviously it turned into wine because my vote don't count.
Yeah.
Your vote don't count in the beers because there's
Or in real life.
4 of us.
For real life, yeah.
None of our votes count in real
No.
life. If it makes you feel better.
Good.
It's all the lizard people controlling everything.
You're right.
It's the aliens.
Making the frogs gay.
Yeah.
They're getting all the dicks.
They are. They're growing all of
I've seen Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see about the woolly mammoth thing
No.
that they're
Oh, the
trying
cloning
to?
one.
Yeah,
They're trying to clone one.
they're
Yeah.
trying to
Oh,
clone
We're a step closer
to bring
Jurassic
back the
Park.
woolly mammoth.
So that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Hopefully, it's managed
wandering
better
around
than-
all over.
All right, I have one last
I
weird question.
guarantee it's not going
No,
to
it won't
be.
be.
I have one last weird question. If you can take any animal, right, but keep it in its like small, like the puppy phase or kitten phase, it never grows out of that phase. That's what it stays its entire existence. And like it could be a animal that, like, so say if you picked a whale, right? It's a whale, but it'll
But-
grow.
But it's in a
my
mini.
bathtub.
It'll grow, but like it can still live in a fish tank. Like it's still a manageable, but it's a full version
What would
of
I
it.
want to keep as a puppy, no matter the
Yes,
the,
I mean
uh,
it'll still like it won't stay like
species.
so. If you pick a dog, right, it'll stay puppy, but it'll still stays that puppy size, but mature into a full looking adult version. But it
but
stays
still
tiny.
that big?
Yeah. What would
That's
your
the
animal
Alaskan
be?
Klee-Kly. That's
Yeah,
um.
I put thought into this, and this is not just my.
Obviously, because it just wasn't a random question.
You said about cloning shit. I thought this is a good.
You're
segment.
like,
Because I like big
Man,
dogs, so I don't
you're
want
like-
my puppies to stay unless they stay a puppy forever. But it's full grown. Like Loki would be him, but like himself when he was
Yeah.
8 weeks old.
No, he would still be Loki, but he would be the same size as he was.
Yeah, but he would
Like a
look
puppy.
like Loki now.
Yes, he would look like Loki now, but stay the same size he was at 6 weeks old.
He's like,
I don't know.
damn it, no.
That's
What-
hard.
What do you have? You have a husky, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, he has
I
a
have
bunch of he has a bunch
several.
of dogs. But the Huskies,
You're like-
they're all. I mean, they're all my boys.
Oh,
I
they're
love
all,
the
they're all
dogs.
great. My husky's just my best friend.
I think I'm
My
really
next dog
partial
is
to
an
Penny.
Aussie.
Oh, Penny's a very good girl too. She likes to do her own thing though, while Loki like loves it.
What are we missing? What are we missing?
Whoever this guy is wins the internet. He comments, Polar Knights comments, says, "Sweet Jesus, it's the perfect evolution of beards. So it goes Andy,
I'm clean shaven.
me, you."
Bill,
You're my favorite human ever,
That is
Polar
fucking
Knights.
amazing.
That is great. I wish I could put that on a t-shirt.
I can't grow a beard, so
Yeah.
But,
I gotta.
but the sad thing is,
Oh
it
my-
took me 2.5 years to grow that.
Plus, like, Bill's got the fucking.
That is the
I
best.
still want that.
I don't. I only have it on
Yeah,
my
can we get,
chin
like,
because
we gotta get like a.
I can't
sponsorship
have
for
it on-
fucking Manscaped or something. for
on
that.
my head. So,
Yeah, oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That
gotta
just-
get like a sponsorship for Manscaped or something for that.
That just made my,
All right.
that just made my life.
Oh
was so
my
funny.
god.
All right, so my animal that I would,
I gotta think about it.
mine would be a bear. Like I want it like a bear,
Like a grizzly?
You know,
or
I'd
like
any
a black
bear.
I'd go with a tiger.
a tiger.
Man,
That's a
they've
good
been
pick
pretty
too,
Fucking sick.
dude. Like
Yeah.
baby bear cubs are fucking dope. You like wrestle with them and shit. But imagine he'd stay like cub size, but like,
Like a real tiger, but he's like house cat sized.
yeah, that'd be fucking sick. What would your
Yo,
pick?
I don't know. That's a tough one. 'cause
Bill?
I like giraffes. I don't know why they're stupid.
that'd be kinda cool.
that would be kind of
But
awesome.
really,
you have like a fucking little giraffe.
It's not
running
like
around
they're
your house.
cuddly, but you can still walk it.
You don't know
what
that.
I
He
mean?
might be cuddly.
Yeah.
Fucking long.
That'd be
A,
kinda cool.
a miniature giraffe might be cuddly as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
They would be awful. Like imagine if you had a giraffe that was like the size of a dog or like a
Yeah.
puppy dog, but still like he has the neck, right?
right.
So like you're still like
You
he
know,
still
like a fucking
begs.
brachiosaur walking
Yeah.
around your house.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like fucking get your goddamn.
Yeah,
You're like
get out.
chopping the neck. Get the fuck. So here's a question: if you had, oh my god, Jack got in all your stuff. Could you imagine have a giraffe? You couldn't hide anything.
Oh my god. Oh no.
His dog was like a giraffe. He no matter how high he put it, he'd come home and like he's like, how did he get it down?
Fucking get it down.
Yeah.
And he figured out how to literally unlock the trash can and push his foot on the thing and open the trash can.
Yeah.
The trash.
Penny knows how to do that. Luckily, that's why we had to get a locking trash.
I
can.
got a locking and he
He
figured
figured it
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
figured if he
saw-
knocks it over and he starts chewing on it and he slides the fucking.
I
So-
saw a video not too long. I want to say it was probably Barstool again, but they just reshare everybody else's shit. But it was some guy walking into his kitchen, and he's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this!" Like, and goes to his island. He's like, "Why did you leave blah blah on the counter?" But the whole time, as you see, there's a German Shepherd sitting on top of the fridge,
looking down on him.
So like that's the whole like the video is like there's the German. It's like that's regular. The German Shepherd just sitting on
Yeah.
top of the fridge.
I think the video you post or Rish posted where Tyrion was on the thing and Loki went up and just
Oh, that was so
And killed
fucking
him.
funny. Yeah,
but yeah,
like a week or so ago, our we feed our cats on our dining room table, and our big dogs are obsessed with it. But Tyrion has figured that when Rish works at that table, he will jump up on the chair and then onto the table to get to the cat food. So Loki and him are both after the cat food, and Rish came in and caught them, and Loki like fucking like Mortal Kombat uppercutted Tyrion off of the fucking table to the floor.
That's awesome. That's funny. Polar Knights, thank you so much for hanging out and commenting and chatting with us, man. It's super cool. If you're drinking, if you have anything poured in front of you, let us know what you're drinking. Let us know where you're from, and if you are a craft beer drinker, what is your favorite beer? If you're not of age, comment anything else.
So I think Beer of the Night is won by Rebel.
Yeah, Rebel wins Beer of the Night, which is a like a Snake Eyes inspired.
That is Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow inspired.
Because I
He's
got,
the Cobra Snake Eyes.
is that because I got voted out?
Oh, real quick. If you had a pet giraffe, right?
Yeah.
And you wanted to like make them look formal, do you put the tie up here or down here? Is it the top of the neck or is
would
it
let it slide
I said
down
the top
until
of
it
his
got to
neck.
so like mid neck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say top neck.
Top neck.
Yeah.
Like does it go around like
Because, I mean-
where the neck meets the body or the head meets the neck?
That's what I meant. Yeah. Let's
Actually,
sit
you know what?
down.
I think where the body meets. Nah, I changed my
We're-
chain. Now I thought where I wear my bow tie. So
Will
Yeah.
you wear it? But the thing is your neck's super long.
yeah, so I would still have it where it meets my shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but because it would be like,
Or is the shirt
A really-
collar all the way up to?
yeah.
Like
We
a
don't know.
Like a
All the way up.
turtleneck.
Yeah.
These are what we're getting into now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait till the next episode.
All right,
Yeah,
so
cool.
number 2 Beer of the Night.
So this guy makes his own 98 proof home shine,
Yo, that's sick. Where are you out of, man?
and he's from North Norway.
Norway.
That's sick.
That is fucking
Wow.
amazing. I want to go to Norway so bad.
Is it chilly?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's summer here, so I mean, would it be winter?
That's a good
Well, I
question.
mean, it's still summer there because it's in the fucking northern hemisphere, man.
You see who you're talking to?
It just gets
Do you see who you just asked that question to? Who's the
just gets
Pollock
colder.
now?
it just gets colder quicker there.
That's like I didn't know. Like
Yeah.
Because
No, I
we're-
mean, yeah, it's gonna be.
we're
It's, like,
transitioning
it's
in
gonna
the
be like
fall,
Maine.
so
it's gonna be like Maine to us.
Chile, no, it's still summer.
No,
Thank you.
I wanna
Sort
go-
of.
I want to go to Norway so bad. That's like my Norway and Iceland are my number 1 and
Iceland.
2.
Can we come crash on your couch and do a podcast and drink your
drink
moonshine?
some Norwegian beers?
Yeah.
We've
Be
had some
fucking
Norwegian IPAs on the show.
Yeah, the one hop was from
Yeah.
nowhere. Yeah, the one we had. All right. Did you pick your animal?
No,
What's your animal?
I kind of want to go with the raccoon.
Oh, do they already stay small?
Well,
they
yeah,
are
but like,
small.
tiny. Little,
Okay.
Like
Raccoons would be cool if you could just domesticate them.
You can.
you
You
can,
can. They are
but
You gotta
they,
get them in the right time, though.
They're fucking smart.
and they reach in your pockets for everything that's in your pockets.
I remember I had a friend who had ferrets.
He's
He's like, "Yo, they used to always fucking hide my keys on me."
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, just like anything shiny they want.
Yeah.
They're like babies.
Yeah, basically.
I hope in like another 100 years that could be like the next dog. It's like a raccoon.
It technically can
You
be.
can
You
be
just
as
have
long as you
to.
get them. Like if you find a raccoon baby that's abandoned, you can raise it to be a sick ass pet.
Yeah, like
Do you
like
want
it's
one?
like
I'll
part
catch you
cat
one
or
next
pat.
week, right out of
Like
my neighbor's yard.
Like I would say it's part cat, part dog, probably.
Yeah.
Like that's what I would say it's like.
Last winter, diesel termite jello. It's plugged in. Oh, he said it does get cold. I can imagine.
Where are you in relation? Was it Svalbard, the islands where you're like gotta like you have to carry a rifle with you so you don't get murdered by a polar bear?
Oh, could you imagine those days?
It's like the northern like limits of Norway.
Shit.
How do you feel about black metal?
Yeah. How do you feel about black metal? What is Bill? Your pick for beer tonight, number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm agreeing with you. I like the series.
All right, well, it's already decided, so I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
My number
Well-
3, I'm gonna go with Constructive Destruction.
Well, I guess I'm down to 3.
That one was interestingly different.
Is that the lime one?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was really good. I really like this one too.
I really
though.
like Evangelion
That-
too.
yeah.
It's not easy to pick your favorites. These two
No.
definitely stood out, but all 3 of these were amazing. I'll agree with you. I'll go Construct because that's his first 2.
Yeah.
All right. So first place will be Rebel. Second place will be Revolt, and number 3 will be Constructive Destruction with the really cool Frankenstein.
Frank.
Donnie Darko.
I'm very
That was-
torn about the album art or the album art, the can art of the
can
night.
art.
You're wrong side, dude.
There you go.
Like, I want to vote for the Donnie Darko one, but the level of detail in
Yes.
the Evangelion wins my can out of the night.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So this is the can or the night.
Like the Donnie Darko
Right.
one's sick.
I still like that though.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
cool too. That's like a Crusader or something.
Yeah, right.
But like the level of detail in that Evangelion like should be an album cover.
Right.
Like I actually had to look. I'm like, is this a Behemoth album cover? And it's not, because just whoever did the art on that is fucking insane.
And most of the artwork they have on shirts and sweatshirts too. So you
Yeah.
could get like
Dark, yeah.
He says here, we carry a rifle visiting our kin. And then he said, no, only in Salzburg.
Yeah.
I love the island. Smack the polar circle 4 hours of the mainland. I live on the island.
That's awesome.
It's all right.
That's so cool. We have someone from Norway listening to the show and hanging out with us right now.
That's super cool, man. Yeah,
It's
thank
what,
you so
like-
much. That's a beautiful.
It's
I
gotta be
almost
like,
stopped
like
using.
midnight there right now.
I almost stopped using Twitch too. Like I was like, I'm not gonna use it
Yeah.
anymore. But that's cool. That's the beautiful thing, dude. If you're active on Facebook, man, join our communities and chat with us. Like we'd love to have
Thank
you.
so much for hanging out. This is
Yeah.
awesome. Like I said, like it's funny. Like we have someone from Norway, and that's like Iceland and Norway are my number 1 and 2 to like visit.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been all over the Caribbean and shit. I'm over beaches. I want to see fucking mountains and fjords, and
Yeah.
I
Northern
follow
lights,
some,
lights in the sky.
I follow a Norwegian like tourism thing on Instagram, and like it's just fucking insane. Like I didn't want to see that in real life, like Trolltunga and shit. Like there's this like rock precipice that's like 12,000 feet above the ground, and it's just insane.
I'd never been,
Maybe
but
not that high,
but I
it's
played
pretty high.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh my god.
It's
But
all
it'd
like
be cool to go
Viking
see,
themed.
like the
Yeah.
like the wooden stave churches and shit that were built that are like fucking centuries old.
Those wooden like boat looking houses.
Yeah, even though piece of shit Vike Varkernus tried to burn them down.
He knows your whole fucking culture. Look at this.
I know black metal.
Yeah.
And Varga's a piece of shit.
Everything we have in Norway, you have in the States, one way or another. Yeah, but we like
Yeah, but
it sucks here.
I mean, it doesn't suck here at all. But
I mean,
like,
sometimes.
it's different there. Like I would love to go just visit all that stuff in Norway.
Yeah, if you want 4 dudes with the perfect evolution of beards crash on your couch, let us know. All right, boys, that will do it for Bangin' Beers episode. If you think this ended crazy, wait till you check out what we're going to do on the next episode we're going to record.
We have some beers in us.
Yeah, we already have a couple beers.
But
We have about four
Thank you.
four
What's
trogs.
his name?
Polar Nights.
Polar Nights. Thank you for hanging out with us, man. That is so
Yeah,
awesome.
Thanks a lot.
What do you got to plug? What are you wearing? First off, what shirt are you wearing? So when I post the t-shirts, I know I know where it's from. But
So I feel weird about wearing this shirt because I have her also tattooed on my arm. But this is my Ahsoka Tano shirt from Warrior Culture Gear.
what did you think of that thing I posted in the group chat about the guy complaining about the Star Wars series?
So the problem with the Star Wars sequels was there was no cohesive fucking story.
Yeah.
Like Rey's fine as a character because she but basically Force Awakens is a remake. It's basically a remake of New Hope, and you add different characters and a new Death Star.
I just wanted to show the audience how nerdy you can get.
fucking
I love
Star
it.
Wars. I have fucking Ahsoka tattooed on my arm. But like I don't think that Rey is a Mary Sue that everyone keeps pushing. She's just
Yeah.
female to be female. Like I think it's just the piss poor writing of Last Jedi, and this like her story in Last Jedi wasn't terrible. But then Rise of
I love this dude. He's
Basically,
such a-
Rise of Skywalker had to fix all the shit that was terrible in Last Jedi. So we got a huge just clusterfuck of the sequels trilogy.
Yeah.
But
So what are you wearing?
I'm wearing Warrior Culture Gear.
Warrior Culture Gear. Yes.
Ahsoka Tano. And the back of it says, I am no Jedi.
And what do you want to plug?
October 30th. I think the details of the show are coming out this week. October 30th, we're doing a Killswitch Engage tribute set with Faith in Exile. We're headlining at Pineview Acres. So we're doing an entire set of the our favorites of the Killswitch Engage catalog. So that should be a
Is
lot
that
of
gonna be
fun.
like a Halloween costume party too?
Yes, it is.
I love that.
100%. Which is funny because I get to be like, I was like, what am I going to do? But like Adam D from Killswitch basically is my own costume.
Yeah.
So this dude, like, probably one of the funniest guitar players in the world. So like for the longest time, he was for like, because you think all the metal bands serious, black t-shirt, black. So he'll wear like a Dracula cape with like a black like wife beater and like cut off Daisy Duke shorts. So I'm probably just going to dress like that.
I like that. I
That
got
fits.
I got a full Beetlejuice costume. I just
Nice.
gotta learn how to do the face paint. So there's a very high chance I might be at a bar as Beetlejuice.
Nice.
Here's a question though, because I have the pants. I just need to buy a flannel shirt. Do I come as Beetlejuice in the flannel shirt, or I come in the striped suit?
I think the striped suit.
Striped suit.
That's the classic
See, I think
Beetlejuice.
I think
the
you
Beetlejuice-
change halfway through the night.
yeah, but
There you go.
We dress the
Yeah.
same.
but the flannel was just him mocking fucking Alec Baldwin.
I know, but I think
Unless somebody
every
else would
Beetlejuice-
dress as Alec
The,
Baldwin.
like fucking like maroon fucking suit that he wears at the end for the maroon tuxedo. At
Yeah.
the end.
see that
Tell your friends.
yeah, tell your friends. Yeah, I kind of like. I think it's just because everyone would do the wedding scene or the striped suit scene. I think it'd be funny to be fat
Nice
Beetle.
fucking model.
Yeah, be the
Yeah.
fat
Yeah.
Beetlejuice because I
That
already have
works,
the
too.
body for it. Just walk around. We even dress the same.
I'd be like,
And he's like giving him one of these. To
I'm into it.
the
Let's
wife.
do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I just gotta get the face paint down, but that's what I'm going for.
I'm
And I'm gonna be in full character all night.
I just ordered the Halloween 2 jacket off of Fright Rags.
Did you really?
And it came yesterday.
So-
Heidi ordered me the Halloween
Oh.
Kills and the Elvira and the the Elvira was Monday. She ordered me the Captain
The-
Spaulding shirt.
Yeah.
I know we're trying to end, but I got to talk about this real quick.
Go
You
ahead.
said about staying in character all night. So a bunch of years ago, we went to my one. I had friends that were going to Kutztown for school, and we went to a Halloween party in Kutztown. The one night we were there was a guy that he was Brian Fellows, Tracy Morgan, and Saturday Night Live that did like the zookeeper type.
Yeah.
He did not, but he's like stupid. The dude did not break character the entire fucking night, and it was one of the best things I've ever experienced. I'm like, I'm hanging out with this guy, and like he was Brian Fellows. He was actually a black guy. He wasn't a white guy in blackface. And he was carrying around a stuffed rabbit in a glass case, and he had the fucking zookeeper outfit on, and like, I'm Brian Fellows, and like he literally did not crack a smile, like did not do a thing. It was so fucking perfect.
I'm gonna get on the mic and be like, "We're gonna go to get a little action."
Yeah, like, I'm like, the fact that dude kept character the entire night was the best thing I ever experienced at a Halloween party.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. What do you got? What are you wearing? What are you plugging?
I'm wearing a shirt from Thin Man Brewing out of Buffalo, New York, because it is game day and the Bills
Mafia.
Bill's Mafia, baby.
Bills Mafia.
Did you see what it's I want to talk about what this happened, but as this video actually happened, he also got canceled. Tommy Dreamer went to a Bills game and slammed someone through a table,
Nice.
but then like tripped, so he did like a wrestling gimmick fall. And then a couple days later, his Dark Side of the Ring came out, where he pretty much was like this girl, like it. All right, so
I
it's
gotta
a
watch it. Yeah.
it's a little
Yeah.
bit of editing
It's-
mix on top of like Tommy didn't know what this woman went through to the extent, because like the stories were told, but it was always
Yeah.
told from the views of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
And every time something like that is told, we're like, when we were kids, we did really stupid things. And at that time, like, I'm not even saying when we were kids, because when we were kids, they were still like adults, but
Yeah.
like times were different and we acted horribly as a society and we're trying to be better for it. But like, essentially what happens is that Ric Flair
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair walked up naked to a stewardess, helicoptered his thing,
Classic.
then made her grab it. Like he kept grabbing her hand and forcing her to touch himself.
Oh, well, that's
And to the point where people were like, "Yo, stop doing that!" Like, and everyone's
cool.
drunk, and they they literally ordered four alcohol carts on this plane before they even took off.
Wow.
And then these are all professional wrestlers who high on pills, drinking.
Everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I like the part where they would pick a random guy and just drug him and just
Yeah.
fuck with him. Like
They would,
Like
they would. It was
that-
called
that's
H bombs. It was like
yeah.
a certain pill they would take for pain, but
Right.
this H bomb would also be used to take advantage of women, take advantage of your
Yep.
friends.
Yeah.
It was a thing that they did. It's horrible.
Although
Yep.
all that dark shit from that Dark Side of the Ring episode, my favorite thing ever on it is fucking Michael Hayes passing out and X-Pac cutting his fucking
Yep.
mullet off.
yeah.
Yeah, but so
and then keeping it in that bag and hanging it up on the
yeah. So in the story, and then Tommy Dreamer kind of was like, he wouldn't do that, and if she really was like he did all the time, it's her fault. She was kind of offended. Like he just said all the wrong things.
Yeah.
But then once again, like editing made it look like that.
And that's what's kind of sucks about it. Like we don't know what he truly said about everything because that's kind of Vice's gimmick.
And listen, the whole thing too.
Either way, it's shitty.
The whole thing too is how many times do you idolize something, and then when you're everything you idolize kind of gets like, hey, they were shitheads, and you're like, but what the fuck? Like like Tommy Dreamer was defending his hero essentially.
He was defending his hero, but also it's like
we have any
oh no, he's just talking about he said the flannel and everyone has the suit, so he's just agreeing.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I still want to ignore because we have someone actually like talking with us.
Yeah,
but it's like he knows that he was like that all the way.
He did just recently apologize, but he was at a Bills game where he slammed people. Yeah,
but it's more like he knew that that's something that Ric Flair always do, but she didn't know that it was something. Even if she did know, it's still not right.
He said too, like, listen, in today's times, it's not cool. It wasn't cool in those times, but it happened. But then the way he was kind of like, sure, you were offended. People are going to be offended. I have 2 ponytails. Like, come on, we're not talking about ponytails. We're talking about sexual assault here.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? And this woman told, without really going into it, she let on a lot, but without telling you. But like, she kind of alluded, like, she came home and told her husband, and her husband gave her like, what did you do to him to make him do that to you?
Right.
Which is the last thing you want to hear when you're exactly.
Assaulted,
It's like, so like she told her story, and then they just edit in a RVD saying Ric Flair's a fucking creep, and I watched it happen, and then it edits to Tommy Dreamer saying Ric Flair wouldn't do that after like everything else. So it's a little bit of bad, like some editing on top of Tommy Dreamer.
Well, I mean, that's my only. Well, up until this point, Dark Side of the Ring wasn't the episodes I've seen weren't really that bad, but. What
I mean, there's some pretty rough ones in there.
Well, yeah, but they're less
in the like
subjective.
you kind of knew about it,
or everyone's dead that they're already talking about.
Yeah, but like you kind of already knew what you were getting yourself into going into it. I need to watch this episode yet. I just didn't realize the new season even
the Davey Boy Smith one was tough too,
but the Owen Hart one was fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah,
but
shocking. There's all wrestling is not having peaches and cream.
No, wrestling is fucking dark as fuck. But like this episode, what just as a third party. I haven't because I have not watched it yet. Is kind of the Vice MO of that will spin the worst of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So like if Tommy's a piece of shit, Tommy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't know how much of a piece of shit he is, or it was just,
I mean, for the time,
he just defended the wrong thing.
It sucks to say it like the time, like that wasn't a thing people thought about at the time.
And more people are upset that Tommy Dreamer's defending Ric Flair more than they're upset that Ric Flair doing the action, which is kind of like, once again, we're giving Ric Flair a pass because he's a Ric Flair.
Yeah.
You know, but sorry, that was just a weird side tangent because you're talking about your Thin Man shirt and the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. But do you also want to plug anything else?
We'll save it for the next episode.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No. Life is good. What else is there?
I love it.
Hell yeah.
You did really well. You usually get really white girl wasted, but there is still another episode to go.
Yeah, I'm not participating.
That one?
You're gonna.
It's true because they're a lot lower ABV.
It's the sugar. I'm out.
Okay.
Oh, the alcohol is okay. The sugars pushed him over.
Yeah.
that is.
Dude, he's done some episodes where I was like, I thought I had to mute his mic. But I just want to plug the IWEP network. If you're into paranormal, check out Truth Behind Illusion. This Tuesday, we're going to be talking about shadow people. What are shadow people?
Nice.
It's exciting. We're going to be on Welcome Back, which is a buddy podcast between Chris and Mario, where they talk about all things in between and just pretty much rekindling friendships. It's a really fun podcast. But Truth Behind Illusion is going to be joining that podcast, and we're going to be talking about the difference between demons and ghosts, because that was the thing we brought up on the show. Is like, where does the difference between a ghost and a demon cross into this world where you live in?
I think a ghost is like hanging out, but a demon has intent.
Yeah, but like, are demons also humans? Like, do you go to like that was
Or
my
are they,
question.
like ethereal.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Like if does Hitler become a demon because he's passed the board to become a demon when he gets to hell?
No, he's getting pineapple shoved up his ass by
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah. But I mean, like, that's my question is like, in the spiritual realm, if you're a bad person and you go to hell, do you automatically get like, dude, like, you killed it up there, bro? Like, now you're a demon, go cause more havoc.
That's a good question.
Like, why would you torture somebody for doing everything that they want to do anyway? Right?
Because it's like you get both the best of both worlds.
See, I think heaven is teaching people that you get tortured when you're down there. But if like you're being punished for doing sin, wouldn't you just let you care? Like, what's the purpose of torturing you once you get there?
Well, I mean, Billy Joel said it best. I'd rather laugh with the sinners than cry with the saints. So
Yeah. So we'll figure that out when we
All
do the
right.
collaboration episode
we'll see
because
what
they're
happens on this episode.
Yeah. Because you know me, I'm going to ask questions. Then we have Not Cool in High School. We do TV, movie, comic book reviews. We have some topics in there to talk about. Interviews with everyday people. I swear is coming back. People think it's over, but it's coming back. I just gotta
get interviews.
Yeah, I'm trying to. But also, I'm not really putting out there like who wants to do an interview. I want to find interviews anymore because I'm sick of
ones that people want to listen.
I'm sick of people come on the show who's never listened.
People that are out there.
Yeah, I'm sick of people who's never listened and then come on the show and they don't even promote they're on it. That annoys me, especially when I put a lot of work into it. But if people do reach out to me and you have an interesting story, I will 100% have you on, especially if you're like, hey, I heard what you're thing. I like what you're about. Come on. But a lot of times it's like, hey, I have this thing I want to promote. Can I come on here and promote it? But I didn't really listen to your thing and I don't care if you promote it. I just want your people to hear my stuff. That's kind of shitty. But so interviews with everyday people. Then we have Tornado Tag Podcast, which is live every Thursday night. We talk all things pro wrestling. And then Bangin' Beers. Every Sunday we're here. We do a live episode one Sunday. The following Sunday is going to be a pre-recorded one. So we have a few pre-recordeds in the bank. We will be recording a pre-recorded one right after this. So if you want to keep the timeline up to date, go to the episode later on when it's Trogs.
Yep.
Because that's the one we're going to be hammered and talk about that.
Thanks, guys. And thanks you, Norway, for hanging out with us.
Yeah, he just said in the Star Wars, what can I say other than live long and prosper?
Fuck you. We're not friends anymore.
I left that for the end purposely for that reason.
Thanks for hanging out with us, man. It was really
he said, I love USA. You have the best comedy shows I've ever seen, and we love those shows here in Norway. It's called Fox News. They make shit up all the time.
So does CNN though. So like
CNN is bad.
They're all terrible.
They're all pretty shitty. Whatever side they push, they just
no
push it
matter
super
what
hard.
side you're on, they're both awful.
Yeah. But I agree, that's hilarious.
But thank you for hanging out with us, man. It was really cool.
You're the fucking man. That'll do it for Bangin' Beers podcast. We're gonna close out with some Faith in Exile. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.